the very first game of Season 14 of the Phi Mu Alpha Overwatch League. With the conclusion of the All-Star events last night, of which I was more than happy to take part, we are now diving headfirst into Season 14. This season will be a split league, so tonight's first game will be a Red Division, which is the lower SR division. And the two teams competing tonight for their first W of the season will be Attack of the Billy and 5-Course Feed, helmed by McStupidhead and 2Pump Chump, respectively. And we have got ourselves a very exciting contest. First map is going to be Busan. I'm joined in the caster's booth this evening by Flame Chaser, captain from the Black Division, and my fellow teammate on the Magic Bang Bus 4. You'll hear more about that later, folks. Symphonia John running cams tonight. So first map, Attack of the Billy, is going to be facing down a formidable but unfortunately a subbed out 5-Course Feed, as they are missing DDR Daikenkai because his power went out literally just before the game started. So unfortunately, they are going to be rolling with a sub for their first game. But nonetheless, it's going to be a formidable contest between these two teams. I expect it to be very exciting. Just waiting for the ready signals from the captains. And Flame Chaser, what are you expecting from these two teams tonight?
I'm going to be fully honest. I'm expecting the very beginning of the match to be kind of one-sided towards 5-Course Feed. Just being realistic, I feel like they have a very strong tank line with Peter and Charles, Bonsley Toss and 2Pump Jump. And I'm expecting to see Attack of the Billy have to adapt to that. And I'm really interested to see, since they have some really good players on their team, how they adapt as the game goes on and change their play style to match the tempo and possibly surpass it from 5-Course Feed.
All right. Well, I think part of that is also going to depend on which maps they
especially
get.
this map.
Yeah, say this is a drum map is one that's very good for dive tanks, and we know 2Pump Chump loves to play Diva. Bonsley Toss loves to play, and with the Diva Reinhardt being very much the meta right now, Bonsley Toss can still create a lot of value on the Reinhardt here.
I was gonna say this is the map you're gonna see the Rein be valuable. I've seen Grookey playing. I was gonna say he's probably gonna play the Sig, since that's what he's been playing the most recently. And Sig Rein can be a really good combo. It's just gonna be really hard with the Lucio speed on the side of 5-Course Feed for them to sort of, you know, use that shield, assuming Bonsley Toss basically presses W through it. But I'm really interested to see how it goes.
And we have a newcomer to the league here this season, Maestro Z, on the side of Attack of the Billy, running the McCree. We've got Decidueye on his classic Hanzo, so will it be the true brawl or the double shield that wins out? Only time will tell. And now we're going to take a look and see where teams are going to make their initial approach. Looks like Attack of the Billy is going to go straight down the middle
there's an
here.
Ana by themselves.
Uh-oh. It looks like...
Ironsides is getting run down fully, yeah.
Oh no, that is definitely a communication error there on the side of Attack of the Billy. Old Ironsides did not follow his Reinhardt. Maestro Z getting a nice pick there on Egghart, but McStupidhead and Chris Helms going down early. Down goes Decidueye. Maestro Z is by himself, and that is a solid initial fight win. Grookey getting picked last there. And 5-Course Feed without much effort at all, taking out the Attack of the Billy, and that is going to be the end of that team fight. We see here Grookey's going to run the Reinhardt now. McStupidhead opting for the Roadhog here. Definitely going to be helpful with the Reaper. Now, the one thing that I do want to see is I want to see Old Ironsides get into a better position, because honestly, that whole issue started when they lost their main healer, and all they had was Chris Helms.
Yeah, so the pathing he was trying to take is a really strong pathing, since they could have met the 5-Course Feed on like the drum room and had a good fight there. But because the rest of his team was going straight down main, he should have just followed them. Nice pick from Decidueye.
Yeah, there goes Decidueye getting a nice headshot there on Luke's. That's going to be very important here.
That's a huge purple.
Big purple. Maestro Z's going to take out Egg Harlot, but Decidueye goes down to Blue Canary, who is in the back line.
Still alive? There we go.
Yeah, Meanwhile, Blue Canary was virtually uncontested in the back line of Attack of the Billy here. But now Blue Canary's going to get stunned and hooked and stunned, and down she goes. Maestro Z in the kill feed, making himself very useful already most of the way to a high noon. We see Decidueye has his Dragon Strike already. Bonsley Toss got Shatter. It looks like actually Attack the Billy kind of coming out on top here for ults right now, despite the fact that they lost the first fight. And we see 5-course feed, of course, having the capture progress percentage advantage at the moment. Grookey positioning himself there, swinging a Bosley toss. The projected barrier is out. Chris Helms comes in and tries to stun, and just did not work out the way he wanted to. Grookey and Chris Helms both going down. The Dragon Strike comes across, but does not actually get anyone, but it does stall the point for a little bit here. And down goes Maestro Z, takes out Lukes and stops him from getting his ult off. Decidueye takes out Egg Harlot. Decidueye goes down to Drunkrat, who's on point trying to stall, gets the beat off, and that is going to be a retake. And that
I feel
is
like the beat and that dragon are going to be two things they might miss this next fight. They have grab dragons. If they had saved the dragons, that should be a fight win. But now they're gonna have to try to. Oh, huge slam. Never mind. I stand corrected.
really all I got was Chris Helms. That was more of a BM slam from Bonsley Toss if I've ever seen it.
I mean, it staggers him. It'll make it so they have to kind of rush in for the last fight. Blue Canary setting up for a Death Blossom too.
Ooh, another nice pick from Decidueye, taking out Luke's there. And here we go. Looks like Attack the Billy having to stall, like you said, because they did pick. Oh no, but the Blue Canary goes down. McStupidhead getting her with the hook combo. Down she goes. And there comes a shatter from Grookey. It takes out Bradley Toss. He's still in the fight, but he is now asleep, and down he goes. And Grav still being held here. The rally coming out from Chris Helms. Yeah, good job on 2-Pump Chump to hold on to that Grav, because they have Blossom here. They have Coalescence. They can combine those and win the next fight pretty easily. And I want to say,
Billy going really far forward. That hook, if it hit, would have been a huge stagger.
Yeah, definitely one that you want back if you're McStupidhead, but luckily it's a short cooldown.
Oh yeah.
You see here, the ult's definitely in favor of 5-course feed right now. They're speeding on in. We see a big grab comes out.
Big grab.
And all three ults come out. Reaper got stunned out, but it doesn't really matter here because he still managed to get a pick before he was stunned. That is a team kill, and 5-course feed is going to win this first map handily. And there you have it, folks. End of round 1. 5-course feed does take the W, but we saw there, Attack of the Billy was managing to get things under. They sort of got their feet under them towards the end of that first map. I think we're going to see a much closer second map here.
I agree with that. I really think if we are going to see the Rhine coming from the side of Attack on Billy, I was going to say they probably should do something different, because if they're running the Rhine Hog against Rhine, Zarya, Lucio, they're just going to lose the fight 9 times out of 10. I really like the Monkey switch. This map is really strong for Monkey. There's all the high grounds he can set up on. And hypothetically, this should be a way stronger choice, especially with the Nano also. And the double bubble, that's going to be really powerful on this map.
That's why from McStupid has to be very important. The main thing here is that Chris Helms cannot take fights by himself.
Yes. I mean, what they have to realize is that they're playing a full double bubble comp. The sole role of Chris Helms is to protect the Ana. Like, it's really not fun to do, but making sure that his Ana doesn't get, you know, attacked by the Reaper, attacked by the Lucio. Any of those attacking your Ana could be a fight-losing thing, since they'll be distracted and the Monkey won't get heals.
Ooh, and we see alternating picks here. Maestro Z goes down, but Blue Canary also getting taken out of the fight early, so that's going to make Grookey's life a little bit easier here. You see, he is on point now, getting a lot of help, but he goes down to 2-Pump Chump. And in comes Bonsley Toss, swinging away, and down goes Chris Helms. That is going to be another fight win. Old Ironside's getting some solid purples here, but his team just not able to capitalize. And now Maestro Z is going to have to back out as he is just waiting for the rest of his team that got staggered there. We see Decidueye getting the last one down. And now his team slowly regroups here.
Grookey's dive in was like really well timed. They got the bubble on him. I think he didn't put down his personal bubble nearly early enough, since like the idea with, I'll say it in a little bit, but the idea with double bubble is not being quite executed.
Yeah, we see it here. A big shatter coming up from Bonsley Toss. He waited out that bubble just perfectly. Down goes Maestro Z. Grookey is out of the fight. Old Ironsides is down. That is a lost fight, and down Bonsley Toss just charging in and making short work of the rest of Attack of the Billy here. And that's another team kill for 5-course feed.
Yeah, they're going to have about 2 more fights coming in unless they win this next one. 5-course feed does have the ult advantage right now. They have the beat to counter the Grav, unless the Grav Drags comes in which case Drunkrat will have to time it very well. So interested to see this next fight.
We see the Nano goes on to Decidueye. I don't think that's what he meant to happen. Here comes the Dragons.
Yeah.
Following the grab. The Lucio was already out of the fight, but somehow the Dragons didn't get anyone. And we see in the meantime, 5-course feed.
Big Ken. Wait,
Bosley
off the map.
just takes him off the map. That is, you love to see it from Peter, because that's just, it's like his signature move. Drunkrat is there, he's on point trying to stall, but not for long. It does allow his team to get up to 86% capture progress here, as Attack of the Billy finally gets the capture here. And we see we've got the Angry Monkey, we've got Rally, we've got Visor. Although 5-course feed definitely still with the ult advantage. Bonsley Toss is still very close to another shatter.
McStupidhead switched to the Diva. He might be able to eat the Grav or the Dragon here. That's probably what he's focusing on.
I would imagine so. We see the Visor comes out, and Harlot goes down, Luke's goes down as well. Maestro's in the back line, but Blue Canary turned around on him, but McStupid is going to get a nice pick there on Bonsley Toss. That's going to allow them to win this fight handily. Did have to use 2 ults to make it happen, but they still have Rally, and Decidueye is coming up on another Dragon here. The only thing they have to be worried about now is there are 5 ults on the side of 5-course feed, and this is basically one-fight territory for them. So, the Attack of the Billy has to play this very carefully. Right.
Expecting to see an early rally coming in.
Here comes the Dragons coming out from Decidueye. Does manage to kind of split 5-course feed here a little bit. In comes the rally from Chris Helms. And the shatter comes out from Bosley Toss, gets several. The Death Blossom for Blue Canary does not manage to get anyone as Chris Helms manages to rally right through it, but the follow-up is there. And all of Attack of the Billy being taken out. McStupidhead the last to go down. And that is a solid retake for 5-course feed. Only about a few seconds left to go here. Grookey is on Sigma now, and he is going to have to touch. But I don't think he is going to make it.
No, he barely gets it. The Lucio gets it.
Old Ironsides manages to dive in there on the Lucio and make it just in time, but he goes down. So does Grookey. It's McStupidhead there on point now with Chris Helms, but it's probably not going to be enough. McStupidhead is there, Baby Diva. Oh, the Fire Strike takes him out. And that is a Coalescence popping right at the end, and that is map number 1 in the books. 5-course feed with the 2-0 victory.
Does anybody know how many times Charles died that match? Since I feel like it wasn't a ton. He was just able to keep his energy up that whole time.
He definitely died less than Bonsley Toss did.
Yes, yes.
is what I recall. Ooh, and look at Egg Harlot with tonight's first Pachi. Kind of reminiscent of a few patches ago when that was literally all you would see. And there you have it, folks. Decidueye was solid hero damage. But look at that 2-pump chump, 27 high energy kills. So he might have died, but it definitely wasn't much. So now we go back to the drawing board here for map number 2. And if I'm not mistaken, I have to check the rotation here. But yes, we will be doing Escort next. So our options will be Dorado, Havana, and Junkertown.
Okay. I'm gonna be psychic here. I know Will. He's gonna pick Junkertown. And I also think that might legitimately be a good map choice for them. Since it kind of forces 5-course feed to not play the Rhine Zarya, or at least if they do, it won't be optimal. And it'll give Decidueye a bunch of angles to take with the Hanzo, along with Maestro Z with the Kree. I don't know, does Maestro Z, do you know, play the Widow at all? There's the Junkertown pick.
There it is, just like you said. Unfortunately, his career profile is private, but I do know he plays mostly hit scans. So
yeah, that's what I had seen. So I'm curious if he can play the Widow, that could be very strong for them.
Absolutely. Now we haven't seen it yet from 2-pump chump because it hasn't really been in their comp, but I kind of expect to see some Diva here.
Yes.
Even if Bonsley Toss keeps the Reinhardt, which he probably would, just because I know that's his strongest tank as far as main tanks go. I could see Rhine Diva here. I think that would probably actually do 5-course feed a lot of good, especially if they still have Drunkrat running the Lucio and Egg Harlot on the Moira, and they'll have plenty of healing to work with.
Yeah, I agree with that fully.
Blue Canary plays a pretty solid soldier as well, and Luke's has a lot of other heroes in his DPS pool that we haven't seen yet. Hanzo is probably just his favorite currently. I play a lot with him in another Discord, so I've seen him mess around with a lot of different things. He plays a decent amount of McCree as well, plays some Ashe. So he really has a lot of depth there, and it looks like Two Bump Chump's going to go on to DPS now, and they're going to put Luke's on tank here. So, Flame Chaser, since you're not familiar with him, Luke's was actually on the original Magic Bang Bus back
Yeah.
in the day, and he was our main tank.
Hmm.
And he is a very strong Reinhardt player. He's been out of the league for a few seasons just because of schedule and life and such. But I would entirely expect Bonsley to play the off tank here, and I think Luke's is probably going to play the Reinhardt, and you're going to see Bonsley either that or he might run the monkey even.
Bonsley started as an off-tank main. Like, I believed I had remembered that, and then I looked at his career profile. He has 203 hours on Zarya. It's double the time he has on Rhine. So that might be really nice for him if he can play something that he is a little bit more comfortable with overall.
Absolutely, and Two Pump Chump on DPS is definitely scary.
Does Luke's know how to play Monkey very well? Since I don't know his skills very well.
He definitely has Monkey in his hero pool. I would if you look at his most recent comp though, it's mostly Reinhardt and Zarya and Roadhog.
Yes. Yeah. Since just the double bubble could be pretty strong here too.
He definitely does have time on Monkey for sure. I don't think it's his most played tank. I think he's much more comfortable on Reinhardt, so I would actually probably expect him to play Rein here and then Bonsley to fill in somewhere around that.
I do think that they would miss the D.Va, because I don't think Bonsley has a D.Va in his hero pool, really. Just because all the high grounds, all the high grounds in this map are so annoying to take care of with the Rein Zarya. And I'm saying that out of experience. It just sucks since they just stand out of your reach and you just can't do anything. The D.Va is extremely useful here.
I could see a Rein Monkey here, honestly.
Yeah.
Either that or a double bubble. It's one of the two.
So the issue with Rein Monkey is just you're playing two tanks that like demand so many resources that like unless you're on like Ana Moira, it wouldn't work extremely well. Because hypothetically, if the other team is dealing damage to them as they should be, like both of them just are critical almost always.
It's definitely a question we don't yet have the answer to. We see no lineup changes on the side of attack of the Billy. Not that I would really expect there to be. So we've got the R from Two Pump Chump, and away we go.
I am fully expecting McStupidhead to just lock the Roadhog all map. Rookie, we saw his comfort pick is the Sigma. So I'm expecting him to play that on this map since it'll give them the control verticality more so than like a Rein. I don't think McStupid has
Hello?
Him just taking off angles trying to get picks. Oh,
you kind of cut out there. I heard about half of that.
Oh, okay. But I'm expecting the Sigma Hog.
Absolutely, and there's and Bonsley running the ball here. Okay, so that's interesting.
I actually really like that.
Yeah, because the ball, like you said, that's kind of the problem you were talking about with him running Monkey is that he demands so many resources, whereas Ball has the adaptive shield and the grappling hook, and he can kind of yeet himself around and grab health packs.
Yeah, as somebody who has played Rein Ball a good amount, it's a very painful comp for the Reinhardt a lot of the time, but you sort of play it like Rein Zarya, where the ball basically slams in and causes a distraction, and that takes damage away from you while you go in. So excited to see if they play it like that, or if the ball is just going to be just a disruption on the high grounds.
And we see Two Pump Chump starting off on the Widow here. We have to see if he's able to farm some early picks. Ooh, he gets tagged there by Decidui early, and he is going to run hide from that, and he's going to swap to the Echo, so he's just not going to take that duel, which is probably for the best. Meanwhile,
he's feeding a little, still alive. Oh, I thought he was getting out there.
He almost did, but unfortunately, McStupidhead and company had other plans there. Although, luckily for him, Luke's and the rest of the team are still there to cause a lot of trouble. And now 2-Pump Chump just harassing Old Ironsides. Chris Helms is just there by himself. Down he goes. Grookey's out of the fight, and that's going to be a solid initial fight win here for 5 course feed. Right now, I think just that echo, the guys from Attack of the Billy are just not able to deal with it.
Mistake. Oh, gets staggered all the way back.
Oh,
So
no
the biggest issue there wasn't that they lost the first fight, it's how slowly they lost it. They sort of staggered themselves, and that made us they didn't even get a second fight on that point, which is very rough for them, since now they're only gonna get 1 fight on second. With the stagger on Stupid Head especially.
And honestly, the Blue Canary on the May hasn't done much, but the walls have been a serious nuisance here.
Ooh.
You see, Old Ironsides, I think she got that sleep off, but then got picked off there by the skill orb from Egg Harlot there. And you see Luke's now just swinging away. The wall not quite able to trap anybody there, but it did cause enough of a distraction. Down goes the
Pump Chump.
Yeah, he did manage to finally pick that off, but
if he can click another head here,
no.
Never mind.
Drunkrat's gonna click him instead, and Bonsley Toss just causing a ton of havoc here.
Yeah.
And Grookey's gonna go down him, but with that May, he just doesn't really have much he can do about that as Sigma. And so now once again, Chris Helms and McStupidhead pushed up way too far here. Did manage to escape the wall from Blue Canary. Chris Helms is gonna get out of there.
I think right now, Attack of the Billy, somebody in their chat has to just yell stop feeding. Since we saw, like I said, Will jumped in a little bit late, which is fine, but then the rest of the team still was trying to take some poke at the beginning of second point, and that just made them like instantly lose second point basically.
And now 2-Pump Chump has copied the Ash, so that is going to mean most likely a free Bob. We see the minefield comes out, and here's the copy Bob, but it gets sent into a back room. Oh no, but Old Ironsides is still in its firing line there. So he's going to have to hide and try and keep the rest of his team healed while that happens. McStupidhead did eventually take out Bonsley Toss there. And here comes a big Rabbinic Flux from Grookey, but
the
Transcendence from Drunkrat will keep his entire team alive. The Shatter combined with the Blizzard. Grookey flows in place. Hainu coming out from Maestro Z, but the shield from Luke's will stop it from getting anyone whatsoever. And down goes...
For that fight.
Solid showing here. And that is the end of round 1. That was maybe 3 minutes?
I think they ended with more time than they started, right?
Thereabouts.
Start with 4 minutes?
Yeah, they started with 4:44 on the clock.
Man, that was a really good showing from 5 course feed. Like, just the versatility they're showing right now is crazy. I came in tonight, I was fully expecting to see Ryan Zarya all night, and I was like, I'm fine with that. But, this is the 3rd comp they've played and won a round with, basically. That's insane.
Yeah, honestly, you've got to hand it. The thing is, you know, so many of us who've watched Bonsley Toss play the last few seasons have only ever seen him play Reinhardt.
Yep.
And people just forget that, yes, he can, in fact, play other tanks. And just because a lot of the times the team that he's been on, you know, Magic Bang Bus 3, for example, I basically told him at the beginning of the season, you're in Reinhardt jail, deal with it, because we had Iron Brew. And, you know, why would I put Iron Brew on main tank when I could put him on off tank?
Yeah. So, we see right now the Ryan Zarya and Genji Hanzo. Do you think that's a meme from Attack of the Billy, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know Maestro Z's hero
on the
pool.
other team. Yeah.
I don't know Maestro Z's hero pool well enough. I mean, it very well could be the Super Shibata Bros is just the answer they need. You know, the Ironside's running the Ana again here. We see
oh Lord, the
5
close
course
hold.
feed. Yep, they are going straight
Very
for
aggressive.
it. Ooh,
Gonna get
2-Pump
punished,
Chump
though.
goes down early. Maestro Z's gonna take out Egg Harlot there. Down goes Luke's. And McStupidhead charging straight in. He missed that completely, and Blue Canary just kind of lasered him down. But Decidueye is going to take out Bonsley Toss there. Down goes Blue Canary. Decidueye on the warpath right now as Drunkrat gets out there on the Baptiste. So a solid fight win here for Attack of the Billy.
Yeah. I really like the close hold they were trying. It lets them guarantee a second fight. The one issue is that there was a small stagger by Blue Canary. I think it's going to be fine since they switched to the Reaper, though. Yeah, they're getting a second fight here. That's good for them.
There it is. 5 course feed is basically all back and ready to get that second fight going here. Bonsley Toss trying to get some charge there on the Zarya. See McStupidhead just swinging away with reckless abandon. Chris Helms getting taken out in the backline. McStupidhead's going to lose the Rhine duel to Luke's. Down goes Grookey. 2-pump jump now on the McCree. And that is the end of Decidueye. That is a team fight win for 5-course feed. 2-pump jump decided to get off the Junkrat. And now he's got the McCree to deal with the Genji. Decidueye already has Dragon Strike,
to his ult.
Yeah, that
That's
was
dirty.
That is solid playing there by 2-pump chump.
Yeah, we're probably going to see an early dragon here, if I had to guess, trying to zone some of them out from under that bridge.
Oh no, Maestro
Ooh.
Z getting picked off there by 2-pump
Look at
chump.
Decidueye, he's just floating. Oh, he dropped now. He was on the little Doom or Widow spot.
Yeah, definitely some crafty positioning here. We see the Immortality Field came out early, and oh no, McStupidhead goes down. Decidueye also out of the fight there as he finally loses that duel to Drunkrat. Chris Helms did manage to get Bonsley Toss there with a little bit of the old right-click suck. You see Maestro Z trying to make something happen here, but he's just going to have to kind of wait. If I had to guess, they are probably going to play for Nanoblade here. Not this fight, but definitely the next one. Because they do have Shatter and Dragons already, as well as Coalescence.
They're also really close to the Grav Dragons. They could just save the Dragons for the Grav and try to win this fight on Shatter Coalescence. That's what I would try. On the side of 5-course feed, we do see 4 ults.
There's Blue Canary getting picked off early there in the back. She tried to get a little bit too cheeky there. Chris Helms gave her the big suck. And here comes the early Dragons.
That's a great zoning ult. 2-pump jump right now all by himself. Meister Z trying to get him. And that slam is huge. It gets a hard play, which is great.
And
the window
McStupidhead sacrificed himself for it. And here comes the Grav. And the Blade coming out to go with it. Grookey takes out Bonsley Toss though, with some help from Maestro Z, who's chasing down the supports and just not getting anyone. Honestly, I really would have liked to have seen him save that Blade for another time. And here comes the high noon.
This fight is very scrappy.
Ooh, and down goes McStupidhead. His shield not able to hold. There's so much damage coming in from Bonsley Toss and company there. And now only about a minute left to go here. They have Nano and Coalescence and nothing else really to work with beyond that. You see only 2 ults on the side of 5-course feed as well, but realistically, if you're 5-course feed, oh, down goes Decidueye. And here's the Grav Blossom, which only really gets one. No, he still got Maestro Z though.
He got slept at the end. It didn't actually matter at that point. We do see Attack of the Billy does have the ult advantage now, and they do have 2 picks coming into this fight. They should be able to clean this one up pretty easily. They have both support ults. They're going to come up on Dragons real soon.
Yeah,
the side of 5-course speed only going to have the window this fight, really. They might get the Shadow too.
And here comes the Coalescence. Chris Helms is going to try and get his team to just train on in there. The Stupidhead just swinging as hard as he can. Decidueye did go down there to Drunkrat. The Shatter coming out from Luke's against 3. Both supports are down in it. 2-pump jump takes out McStupidhead, but Maestro Z now on the Junkrat takes out Luke's. Grookey is on point as Hamster spinning as hard as he can.
Is that a Nano Moira? It is.
That is a Nano Moira. I don't think that's what Ironside's meant to do, but it was more or less save somebody if you can kind of situation. Maestro Z back on point here on the Junkrat, trying to survive. He takes out Blue Canary, but he's hacked.
Stupidhead has the Shatter. If Maestro Z can stay alive, this might be able to be a turnable fight. Slam.
Oh no. Lucas just smacks him directly in the face.
Decidueye couldn't quite get the touch. He got killed right as he got the touch anyway, so.
That is a big oof. So there it is, 5-course feed. Map number 2 of the evening going to them. And Decidueye with tonight's second play of the game here. As always, presented by our official, unofficial sponsor, Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. It's what plants crave.
Ooh, this is a dirty shot, I remember. Yeah, that one right there.
Blue Canary even admitting they deserve that one. And look at that, cards across the board for 5-course feed.
So what do you think Attack of the Billy has to do here if they want to start turning the series around?
Well,
Temple is the next map, assuming it is Assault, since he already said Temple.
It is Assault, and yep, there it is, Temple of Anubis. So I think if you're 5-course feed, you might even just go dive here. Because more than likely, Attack of the Billy is going to try something along the lines of either a Sigma Hog or a double shield. If I had to take a wild guess. And, I mean, that's probably what I would do if I were in their situation. Because, you see, we saw Maestro Z has the Junkrat, at least somewhat, in his in his wheelhouse there. Entirely possible. We gotta do a quick swapperoonie of the teams.
Just let me know when they say any switches. I feel like Attack of the Billy, and this is just a first game thing, they have probably played, an hour together at the most. They just need to communicate a bit better, it seems like. Since there were a lot of instances where they were, from what I was seeing, taking fights that they shouldn't have with like one player missing, and then losing the fight and then getting staggered. Like their whole defense, I think they had 3 real fights. Which on an escort map isn't that great. And that just comes down to them not dying fast enough or getting out when they have to, which is just something that should come with time of them playing together, which will be nice to see.
All right, and we see we've got a couple little swapperoonies here. We've got McStupidhead going to DPS, Old Ironside's going to tank now,
Ooh.
and Maestro Z going on support. So McStupidhead trying to mix things up here for map number 3. And he plays a decent number of different DPS heroes. And I haven't really seen. From what I saw in the draft, Maestro Z primarily was looking to be drafted as a DPS player. So I don't really know what they have with Maestro Z in terms of support players. And it looks like once again, Two Pump Chump's tiny bladder is causing a delay here. I know he.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
And yeah, as our wonderful camera person said behind the scenes here, don't forget to hydrate. You know, it's important to drink your water, kids. Or if you're like me, you're drinking Brondo, the thirst mutilator, because it's what plants crave.
Are you a plant?
No, Joey, it's a reference.
Oh.
Have you not seen Idiocracy?
I have not. I'm young.
It's honestly, it's a movie that actually, unfortunately, stands up pretty well to the test of time for how crappy
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
But it features Terry Crews,
Ah.
and it's pretty great for that reason alone.
When did it come out?
I want to say in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Okay, it is an age thing then, probably, since I was born in the year 2000.
Wow, I
Yeah.
didn't realize I was that old.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Here we are.
I had to break it to you.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Ooh, we have to say one nice thing about Shaka Khan.
Oh, gross. I hate
His
doing
cats seem adorable. I've seen them like twice, and they're really cute.
that. I just want to say, I have never seen a happier AJ than when one of his cats shows up in the middle of a game, and
Yeah.
he just like melts, and it's so, it just warms your heart. 'Cause
Adorable.
you feel like you're right there with him, petting the cat that he's petting. And it's just like, oh, look at this little moment of happiness and the misery that can be Overwatch sometimes.
Misery that is the world right now. Also,
Indeed. And looking at the comps here, we've got competing
I really
Junkrat's
like
Blue
double
Canary on
shield.
the junk. And we've got McStupidhead on the junk as well. Decidueye sticking with his trusty Hanzo. 2-Pump Chump going Ash this time. So McStupidhead on the attack here, creating a lot of spam, but down goes Maestro Z early to Luke's. And Bonsley Toss going to get the pick there on McStupidhead. So Old Ironside's on the Diva here. Not really going to be able to do much as they are down 2. And it's like you said here. Oh no, Bonsley Toss getting taken out here. Egg Harlot goes down.
their
This isn't even
positioning
fight
is
now.
very off right now. Attack of the Billy can capitalize on this. I think they might not be able to anymore. 5-course feed pushing into that like small room is like extremely dangerous with the double shield.
Especially considering they have a Junk Hanzo facing down a Junk Ash. So there's so much damage coming at them, even with the double shield. The Junkrat can shred an Orisa or a Sigma shield pretty quick.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they really don't even need to go into that room. I mean, honestly, if you're running Junk Ash, you want the range, you want the distance.
I was gonna say the pathing Attack of the Billy is taking is a little bit scary also because 5-course feed does have the Junkrat. Unless they can pick the Junkrat early, which Decidueye is looking to. Just so much spam is going to be coming at them also.
Yeah, it's spam versus spam. It's a question of who has the spammier spam.
We see Bob, Valk, and a Coalescence right now. Probably going to see a tire in 3 seconds.
Yeah, Blue Canary has it, although I imagine they're probably going to hold on to it here as a Junkrat just popped Valk. And here comes
Oh, Lord.
we just ults on top of ults on top of ults. Bonsley tosses out of
press
the
the
fight.
tire.
So is
Do it.
Decidueye, Maestro. I mean, at this point, 5-core speed is winning this fight pretty handily here. Down goes McStupidhead from the rock from Luke's. The rock and follow-up, I should say. At this point, Ironsides, what are you doing there, bud? You just need to get out. Like, Baby
Oh, he
Diva
was just
hiding in that.
hiding, I think. Or was he hiding? That's a
No.
huge... Oh my goodness, 2 huge picks actually.
Oh no! Both the Mercy and the Junkrat going down. That is very important for 5-core speed to lose those. As Attack of the Ability comes in here, starting to get some progress. Decidueye and McStupidhead getting the high ground there on main. The rock misses. In comes Grookey with the big gravitic flux. It's going to catch the Sigma, and down he goes. 2-pump chump getting taken out by Decidueye. And here we go. It's just one left on point. In comes the tire
5K,
from Blue Canary. And Decidueye says no.
Decidueye snipes it. Nice.
And that is sort of the folly of Junkrat when you launch a desperation tire like that. Is if you launch it from too far away, people have that much more of a chance to kill it. Realistically, Blue Canary would have been better off just yeeting onto point and just dying.
And Attack of the Billy has a chance to sort of capitalize on the whole 2 CP thing, where now they have 3 ults coming into this next fight versus the 2 from 5-core speed. They're gonna get the Ash halfway through the fight, but like they might be able to get one off of this tire, find one with the dragons, and then just win.
See McStupidhead taking his sweet time there with the tire. I'm not sure where it went. He
blew up.
Yep, he sent it very much the wrong direction, but old Ironside is going to pop an ult of his own. Down goes 2-pump chump.
But old Ironsides dies also with it. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no,
going to be a win for 5-core speed. That's a little bit bad. They used 2 ults and got no progress on point, which is real scary. Especially since 5-core speed didn't use anything. That being said, they have 3 minutes. Their plan here is probably just, you know, maybe pop the dragons here, see if they can get a miracle, then farm up some ults, and then have a really good fight after this fight.
They've got Coalescence, so very realistically, they could engage with Cole and use dragons mid-fight.
Well, hopefully they realize 5-core speed is coming up on 5 ults, and they just use one, or I would say just 1 ult to try to bait out some from 5-core speed.
Yeah, at this point, they've got Bob, Valk, Coalescence, and Supercharger. And almost Tire. Realistically, with the amount of spam Blue Canary is throwing down range, it's probably going to be... Yep, there it is, already 84%. It's a matter of time until... I mean, especially this second point is just heaven for Junkrat players. I'm speaking exclusively from experience. This point. Oh no, Chris Helms gets taken out of his ult. Oh no, buddy, you can't just stand still when you press Q like that with a Junkrat. And the rest of Attack of the Billy is just going to die, and GG go next. Down goes Ironsides. And
really want to see 6 ults come out from 5-core speed next fight. They better do it.
And realistically, they're not going to use them if they don't need to.
No, they're gonna. I want to see it.
All 6 ults with 1 minute and 47 seconds left.
Yes.
I mean, listen, it's the PMA. Anything's possible, especially in Red Division.
I would love nothing more than that. Decidueye still holding on to the dragons. At this point, I don't know if he wants to use them this fight now, even though, since I don't know if he can farm up enough. Actually, never mind. He gets the pick on 2-pump chump.
But that's a nice res there from Junkrat. And Luke's gonna get that shield up to make sure that his Mercy gets the res off.
This looks like Final Fight territory, actually.
Yeah, at this point, it took so long there for Attack of the Ability to decide what they were going to do. They did get the early pick, but then they just didn't move quickly enough to capitalize on it. So now they're just kind of sitting here in a corner on one side of the initial choke. They haven't been able to move, waiting out Supercharger, so that's 1 down, but still 4 more ults left. And here comes a tire. The Decidueye's Dragon comes across point. He's going to take out Bonsley Toss. Ooh, Tire's going to get 2. The 2 squishies hiding on the side there. And once again, old Ironside's by himself. With nobody to help him.
No.
And we see still 3 ults on deck here for 5-core speed. And Attack of the Billy really only has 2. Chris Helms might get Coalescence mid-fight.
I gotta be honest. Old Ironsides had to die earlier there. It really sucks with how little time they had, but he staggered himself for an additional like 15 seconds, which is terrifying now.
Oh, we see Maestro Z with a nice pick there on Junkrat. The bombs come out. Here comes
Gravitic Flux too.
It's a Nano Grookey too.
Scarlet.
does not get anyone initially. 2-pump Chump takes out Maestro Z with the Bob, but the 2-pump
Slams
Chump
into the
Bob
shield.
goes down. It's a big block there, actually, by Grookey. Old Ironsides with the Diva Bomb at the last second takes out Blue Canary. Luke's is on point, trying to make something happen, but he goes down. We see this might be the point where Tactability can finally turn things around here. 2-pump Chump on the Tracer, just getting the speed pick, trying to make something happen. Out comes the Tac Pfizer from McStupidhead. He's just looking for a target, but doesn't find anyone initially, but it does cause 5-course feed to take pause here as they can't quite get to point. Blue Canary goes down once again. Luke's taking out Decidueye here. So that's a nice pick there for 5-course feed. Bonsley Toss getting rocked off point there, but he takes out Chris Helms with the tickle from the Mike Pence gun. And here comes Maestro Z getting taken out by 2-pump Chump. Bonsley Toss takes out Grookey.
That was beautiful. I have to say, that was gorgeous from 5-course feed. That was such good communication from them. They saw that 2-pump Chump could stall for an extra, 10 seconds. They left him on the point. I think Egg Harlot threw a yellow orb to him to let him survive. The rest of the team just waited back. They had 4 people group up and then went in together. That was great. Like, that amount of communication and, like, coordination this early is, like, really awesome to see.
All right, so there you have it. Now, Attack of the Billy still did manage to get a little over 55% capture progress there on second point. So 5-course feed, they are going to have to get first point and then some to get themselves W number 3 and tonight's first match win. So it ain't over yet, folks.
Attack of the Billy has a good win condition now. This is very winnable for them. The double shield coming out, I find that double shield on this map, this is one of the strongest maps that I think exists for it. If you set up on that high ground, it's just so hard for a team if they're not coordinated to push into you. Since you can obviously rotate anywhere from that little space of high ground. So excited to see how they run this, especially neither 2-pump Chump or Blue Canary are running a Junkrat. So like, they're going to be doing less damage. Neither is Attack of the Billy though, so kind of interesting to see that in my opinion.
I think we're going to see 2-pump Chump switch off that Widow pretty quickly unless he gets a lot of picks, because
yeah, he's
Widow
gonna
into
grab
double
onto a
shield.
statue and see if he can get ahead.
Yeah, you see, Widow into double shield is usually a bad time, just because you just can't get any value. You see now both shields already out here. You see the Baptiste in the far corner there from Maestro Z.
Yeah.
And the solid Maywall there. Down goes Luke's early. That is definitely a hard time. Down goes Egg Harlot as well. We see a couple members of 5-course feed still holding on, but not for long. We see Bonsley Toss just trying to get some poking for a little bit of charge there. And Grookey a little bit too far away from his team, in my opinion. And we see now 2-pump Chump. There it is. He swaps back to the Echo.
Yep.
That's a much more effective pick.
Decidueye already over halfway to a dragon. Already 70 now. Wow. This man's doing so much damage.
He is definitely doing work on the Hanzo tonight, regardless of what the score may show. We see neither team particularly close to any ults yet besides Decidueye here. The Rock coming out. Luke's already lost his shield. We see with the speed they try to go through. McStupidhead getting taken out by Bonsley Toss and company. 2-pump Chump goes down to Decidueye with a well-placed log to the face. Drunkrat goes down. Decidueye just absolutely murdering people right now. Blue Canary is down there causing a lot of trouble. Here comes the Dragons onto point. Egg Harlot goes down before they actually hit. Bonsley Toss takes out Decidueye. But right now, Blue Canary is by herself here. And so Bonsley Toss and the remainder of 5-course feed are going to take a little bit of a further back position here with 2-pump Chump just kind of spamming down there on the Echo. Now has control of that high ground.
Off of the high ground.
Yeah, you see
he's back up there.
Drunkrat just kind of giving him a hard time. And unfortunately, that is an annoying duel to fight, even though you definitely win those as Baptiste if you're a good shot. But it's just an annoying distraction. Unfortunately, Maestro Z does not win those. And here comes a grab from Bonsley Toss. I honestly could have sworn Old Ironsides was going to eat that. That is just feels bad if you're Ironsides.
Yeah.
And here comes Ironsides with the Gravitic Flux. It gets no one, and down he goes. And so that is first point capture. From the looks of it here, is Grookey unfortunately also spent his supercharger there. Definitely had some matters of I think.
Where did Drunkrat die?
Panic over ulting. I didn't really see it, to be honest.
Okay.
I was more concentrating on the main fight there. Just I think the biggest thing I think that kind of hurt them there is just they they use too many ults kind of in a panic here. You know,
Yes,
Old Ironsides,
they're gonna regret that
Destiny
now.
shouldn't have the supercharger. You know, I'm sure Grookey wants that supercharger back. Ooh, Super Chump going down once again. Decidueye, just really the mainstay of the DPS line right now for this attack ability team here. And we see they've got 3 ults. I think they try to save their support ults here if you're attacking the ability and just use Blizzard. Try to just win the fight with that if 5-course feed comes to point. Or when, I should say, 5-course feed comes to point. Just use a Blizzard. They have nothing that can eat it. You know, best case scenario, they can Lucio speed away from it and maybe beat.
Yes.
But realistically, you don't beat for Blizzard. That would be silly.
It could be worse. Like
When they have things like Gravitic Flux and Dragons, I would be.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a nice May wall. They break the center pretty fast, though. Well, not the center, but one of the pieces real fast.
And there's the beat to engage, and we see the Blizzard comes out from Stupid Head.
Big
And
Slug finds 5, I think, or 4, followed by the Blizzard. That's insane.
And that copy Blizzard just absolutely wrecks.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
there it is. 5-course feed gets map victory number 3 of the evening, and they are tonight's match winners. Good games, GG's all around to everyone who competed tonight. And the final play of the game going to Old Ironsides on this first initial push here. Down, it's getting so many picks. Ooh.
That Brock was nice.
What is that
Super
sensitivity,
GM.
though?
Yeah.
That was like giving me vertigo. That was intense.
Hey,
Look at that. Egg Harlot with 12,000 healing. Just dump truck heals on Moira. And honestly, just well played all around. I think Attack of the Billy has a lot that they can improve on come next week's game. I think 5-course feed, they are, I think they are your team to really keep a close eye on this season. They are going to be scary to deal with.
Yeah.
Definitely not unbeatable, but it really just comes down to which team is better coordinated.
I was about
when it
to say,
comes
I think the
facing
biggest
them.
thing was coordination. Like, I think the perfect example of that is that defense on Anubis. Like, I honestly would have come out of spawn and gone straight to point trying to make a play happen. They had the patience, like I said, to have one person stall on point while the rest of them grouped up. And they, like, I'm going to say that won them the game there.
That was definitely solid communication from 5-course feed and a good showing from Attack of the Billy. And with that, I think that will do it for tonight's festivities, folks. Once again, Flame Chaser, Symphonia John, thanks for joining me here in the booth. You love to see it when it happens. Join us on Wednesday for the next.
This game tomorrow.
There's a game tomorrow, but
Yeah,
I don't believe we have a scheduled. But I don't believe we have a scheduled stream for it.
Oh, heck.
Is the problem. So, hey, listen. If you're out there and you're in the Find Me Alpha Overwatch League, and you're not signed up to cast, hit up Symphonia John in our Discord, or just tag the casting manager, or realistically just anybody, any of the captains, and let him know. We're looking for some casters. We're always looking for help, even if you're not playing in the season. We love to have people come in here and yell at us while we play Overwatch. So please and thank you to anyone who might be able to volunteer for tomorrow night's game, which will be a Black Division match. And that's going to be between Attack on Michael versus Unagreeable Mauve. And then the currently next scheduled streamed game will be Backdoor Sliders versus the Revengers. So stay tuned for more excitement here at twitch.tv/PMAOWL. This is Bang on My Drums saying we'll catch you on the flip side.